Dear everyone, I am back today with another new topic that is about feelings. See, feelings are the most subtlest part of the mind. They are more subtler than thoughts and emotions. Thoughts occupy only the peripheral portion of the mind, and emotions, they are a bit deeper than thoughts. While feelings, they occupy the most in-depth part of the mind. To explain feelings in an easy way, it's like if someone pinches you. What do you actually feel? Usually, your reply would be that you feel pain in that spot. Pain is not a feeling, pain is a bodily reaction. It's a stimuli activated through neurotransmitters and hormones released by the brain. So, pain is a bodily reaction while feeling is a conscious experience. If you can feel some warmth in the pinch, and warmth is not that when someone hurts you physically, that your body might become hot there. Hot is not warmth. Warmth is a conscious experience, it's a feeling. Or if you sense some vengeance in the pinch, even that is a feeling. Feeling is a deep sensitivity. You need to be very sensitive to feel something like that. Feeling is one of the most beautiful attribute gifted by nature to man. When you surpass words or language, when you surpass thoughts, when you exceed the arena of emotions, then you can find feelings there. See, even plants can feel, or they can feel more better than man because they are always handcuffed to nature. It's only man who's moving farther and farther away from nature. A plant doesn't know to speak, but still, whatever you say, it can feel it and it can rightly understand it and will reciprocate accordingly. If you love those plants, then they'll emit pleasantful vibes around them. Or if you think of cutting them, then they eject fearful vibes around them. So plants are very sensible beings. If you too are innocent, if you too are sensitive, if you have the feeling of belongingness, love, and compassion, then you too are rich with this attribute. And remember, without this attribute, you cannot even near truth. When you feel for others, when you can feel the pleasure and the pain of people and of things surrounding you, only then you can near truth. Professor J.C. Bose, a plant physiologist and a botanist, has made many pioneering studies that metals too have life. Like the machines that are run in factories and are subjected to fatigue, they gain efficiency by periodic rest. So thanks to our rituals like the Ayudha Puja, that is worshipping metals during the Dasara celebration, wherein in the name of celebration we ensure considerable rest to those machines. Even animals are sensible beings. Let me give an example here. Once, as usual, a barrister was nurturing pigeons and parrots in his premises. But that day the birds flew away with fear, and in spite of they being hungry, they didn't dare to come down and eat. Usually birds would fearlessly enjoy sitting and feeding on the barrister's palm and on his shoulders. But that day he was surprised because the birds were behaving somewhat unusual. And actually what happened was that day a man entered the barrister's premises for counseling, and many do visit him for the same. But on seeing this particular man, all the birds flew away with fear. And while counseling the man, the barrister found that this man was a homicider, as well a bird hunter. See how those birds felt the bad vibe of that man? And they all returned to the premises only after the man departed. What the things, what the plants and the animals are capable of. Sadly, man is slowly losing this wonderful capability of feeling. And without feelings, we will be less than humans. Hence, we have to give more emphasis on the growth of this wonderful attribute. Because once this attribute wakes up, then all other virtues will simply register themselves. I'll give an example of this. Quite long back, I heard this on a talk show. It was Oprah Winfrey's show. Even Oprah was on tears on the show. A lady was invited in the show and she started revealing about her experience of her susceptibility to feelings. She was saying that one day she and her daughter were preparing to go to a nearby town. And when they were about to leave, the lady said to her daughter that she was feeling somewhat uneasy, that her stomach was queasy, some kind of an uncomfortable pinch of agony that she felt that someone was in a danger in the nearby woods. That is, there was a forest afar from their home. So she said to her daughter to drive the car towards the jungle. But the daughter was against it. She said that to go to the jungle is very dangerous, and so she negated to drive the car there. But because her mother strongly persisted her to drive there, she, though unwillingly, drove towards the jungle. Now, on reaching the jungle, the lady was not aware where exactly to go inside the jungle. But she was infused from inside and told her daughter to drive in a particular direction. And in some spot inside the jungle, they stopped. And both got down and searched if someone was there. They looked around into the nearby bushes. They climbed on some small bushy mounds and searched around if someone was there. Then they stretched themselves and peeped inside small depths. But even after around 2 hours of their probe, they were unable to find anyone. And now the daughter started yelling on the mother. She said, "It's very dangerous to stay there anymore. It's better we leave." The daughter pulled her mother inside the car forcefully, and when they were about to start, then suddenly the mother heard a low and screeching voice from somewhere nearby. She rushed towards the voice, and there she found a lady entangled to the branches of a tree. And that lady was suspended there since 3 days. What happened was, as that lady was driving speedily, suddenly something went wrong and her car bounced high up and it got stuck in between the branches of that tree. Now somehow the mother and the daughter rescued that lady and immediately rushed her to the hospital and saved her life. Also from the hospital, even that lady spoke on the show. She said that she was fine and thanked the mother and the daughter for saving her life. See what feelings can do. It can touch and pull any outsider despite of residing anywhere in the world. It's not that we feel only for our close, dear and near ones. If we can expand our compassion universally, then we can feel for anyone unconnected to us too. When even plants and animals are so sensible to feelings, then what's wrong with man? Why is he losing this incredible attribute of him? Is it because he is living in his own created world? That is, it is his own cocoon and it's become his sophisticated private world? That is his mind. But remember, this private world called your created mind is a parallel world to nature. And remember, only feelings can connect us to the unconnected. If you want to enter into the ethereal world, you cannot travel in your vehicle called thoughts or emotions. You can reach there only through feelings. You can feel God. Also, you can become a resourceful achiever in any field if only you are rich with this attribute of feeling. And now thanks for you to feel this talk.